Hey friends. So, if you've never been on one of my live casts, I'm Tasha Hazlett and I help entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs to get the clarity, confidence, and training that they need to boost their income and their level of impact in the world. And I do that by showing them how to monetize their message online. So, I want to know if you've been guilty of the same thing that I am totally guilty of. And that is that, when people ask you, how are you doing? You're like, oh, I'm so busy. I am so busy. I've got so much stuff going on. And you find yourself just rushing around. You're going from here to there, everywhere, and you're just like trying to survive. And, when that happens, you are just like programmed. You are just, doing things by default. And we're just trying to survive, right? Like I have a bunch of my friends will say, gosh, I'm just trying to keep the kids alive and keep the boat afloat. And I totally get it. And I spent a big part of my life operating in that way. And there are some days that I still operate in that way, that I'm just freaking trying to survive through the day. But the reality is that when you are doing that, you are living your life by default. You are in a passive position. You are letting life happen to you. And, the problem with that is, as I realized and really have started thinking a lot about, who I am as a person, how I'm showing up in the world every day, it's really come to me that, it's so much more important to design your life. Live your life by design. How do you want to live your life instead of just allowing life to happen to you and to do it like it's some badge of honor? I'm so busy. That's such a great thing that you're so busy, right? You're just trying to keep the boat afloat. Like, guys, we're not guaranteed another day. I have known way too many exceptional people whose lives have been cut so short that I realized that I always thought, after I graduated from law school, I always thought, okay, so here's the deal. Like, basically, I'm going to be a lawyer, and I am going to do that, like, every single day. I'm just going to do all that. And then, after I accumulate enough good days, then I can retire, and then I can, start, for real having fun. Like, you can have some fun, here and there, but, you can start having the real fun once you're, 65. Well, what if that day never comes? When I realized that every single day is a gift, I started and really internalized that. I decided that I needed to be a lot more purposeful with each and every day that I am given. And so in order to transition from living your life by default and being in more of a power position, you need to be cognizant of whether or not you're truly living your life to the fullest potential. Are you being purposeful with your day? Are you fully living your life purpose? For some of my friends that are parents, maybe part of your purpose is to be amazing parents to your kids. But what if that's not just it? What if you're supposed to be more than just mom, or more than just dad, more than just sister or brother or lawyer or salesperson or graphic designer or whatever it is that you're doing? What if you're supposed to do more? And a lot of times people are like, well, I don't even know if I'm supposed to do more. Like, how am I supposed to know? Well, my advice to you is to shut up and listen. Shut up and listen. Stop. Stop talking. Stop listening to all the chatter that's going on in your head. Just be quiet. Make time for you to to be quiet, even if that is just right before you go to bed. Maybe it's right when you wake up in the morning. I mean, for me, like, since I get up super early with the baby, I have to, like, my quiet time is like right before I go to bed. And you just need to shut up and listen to the inner voice, okay? Whether you call that voice the universe, God, whatever, I believe it's God, and I just want to listen to what the Lord is prompting me to do. That can help you figure out what is your purpose, and your purpose is going to change. My purpose has been changing throughout, but I have made a conscious effort, definitely over the past 6 years, to just shut up and listen and hear what is it that I'm supposed to be doing right now. And when you start to take the bull by the horns, guys, life is going to be so much more fun for you. It's going to be more than just living it by default, letting life happen to you, just doing the same thing day in and day out. And one of the great ways that you can switch your life from one of default to living a life by design is by making time for growth. So growth may be spiritual growth that you need, or it may be personal growth that you need. And so you need to make time in your schedule. Like I said, it could be like right before you go to bed. It could be like, for me, for example, I now, like, when I'm getting ready in the morning, like I'm actually like listening to an audiobook in the morning. When I'm driving to go run errands or whatever, I'm listening to an audiobook. I'm listening to stuff. I'm filling my ears with good, amazing stuff that's helping me grow personally, spiritually, professionally. I'm making time. So it's not like you just have to like carve out 30 minutes out of your day. It can be while you're doing other stuff. And with that, it's helping me get tremendous insights. It's helping me to truly live my life in a purposeful way. And it's helping me to, learn these lessons that I can apply to my life and that I can share with y'all. So if you're not knowing where to start, like as far as personal growth, and you're like, that sounds great, but I don't even know like where I would go. Here, I'll give you 4 great names to go and dive in. Go to like YouTube, check out their stuff. So Tony Robbins is amazing. Les Brown is amazing. Jim Rohn is amazing. Zig Ziglar. Those are 4 giants. They're in personal development. And let me tell y'all, before you're like, oh, Natasha, Tony Robbins, really? Look, I have to tell you that when I was first introduced to the whole concept of like Tony Robbins and personal development, I was like, man, this sounds like some hokey stuff. and I was like, God, I mean, like, what is this? Like, all these people feeling woo-woo and like all super motivated, but really, it has had a profound impact on not only my life, but the lives of so many other people that have tapped into this, because it's challenging us to live a more purposeful life. When you're developing personally, you're learning how to deal with conflict. You're learning how to react how to respond instead of reacting. For those of y'all that have a temper, that'll be a subject for a whole nother live cast. It can help you in your relationships tremendously. It can help you get rid of all those limiting beliefs that you have in your mind. When you open yourself to new ideas, man, you have no idea the amount of profound impact that you can have on not only your own life, but on the lives of other people, on the lives of your children, of your friends, of your colleagues. So make time for growth. Consider that you actually can change the way that you're enjoying your life just by making the switch to living it by default and instead designing your life and choosing to live it in a more purposeful way. One where you're growing every single day so that you can be the very best version of yourself. So that's what I've got for y'all today. Thanks for joining me, and I'll be back tomorrow with another live cast. Y'all take care. Have a good day. Bye.